Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to 2 miles per gallon RC. I'm Gage, and today we're going to cover what I do to get ready for race day. Let's get into it. Now, first things first, without a doubt, we need to check the bag. Make sure we have everything in it, all the tools, any extra equipment I need, any spare parts, so on and so forth. So let's check. Now, I'll put up a list on screen. However, there are a couple things that I make sure are mandatory and are always in my bag when it comes to parts, accessories, so on and so forth. So obviously we have all of our tools. We check that. That's kind of a given. You're gonna break something out on the track almost every single time. You need tools to work on it. Or someone else next to you. Be a good buddy, be a good partner, a booth partner, whatever it may be. Help a brother out, help a sister out, help them out, you know? Spare some tools, spare some parts, whatever it may be. If it's in your budget, by all means, do what you want. Now, I have these buckets here. These are 6.5 quarts from HDX. These hold a lot of my spare parts. Make sure that this goes in the bag. Now, with that guy in the bag, we have tires. Now, on my exact course, I run 2 different sets. They spray the course in between each race, so I have the Whole Shots from Proline for that loamy, wet, and damp track surface. And then from J Concepts, I have the Reflex tires. These are gonna help once it dries out and gets a little bit more blue groove and rough. So, both of these together. Throw these guys in here just like so. We're ready to roll. Now, it's kind of just a precaution. I do bring tire glue and tire bands in case I have a section of the tire that comes off the bead or I need to completely replace the tires. I'm able to do so out in the pits, and they should be good by the next race. Make sure these are in the bag. Now, if something breaks, a wire comes loose, or I need to help tie something down, zip ties are your best friend. Make sure these are in the bag. Oh my God, I actually made that. The last thing to make sure goes in the bag is obviously batteries. So make sure all of these guys find their home. Usually I get about 8, but these should be a short race this weekend, so I'm gonna bring 4. We should be good to go. All right, let's get you out of the way for now. Now let's get into the important stuff. So the bag is packed. We got to make sure this can actually run. Now, what is my process of doing so? So obviously taking the body off, the first thing that I check is going to be my camber and toe. And this guy is giving me some trouble. Now, I've already done it. I don't want to break out the entire toolkit again. I have the big mounts that go around with the bar going to the top. I set it up how I like. If you want to know what the specs are that I'm running in this guy, go check out that other video where I did the unboxing of this and I shared those details. Now, I really like to get in here and kind of clean it up just a little bit. This will allow me to fully inspect anything that may be hidden by a layer of dust, any cracks or debris that might be hidden, any failing components. This just really allows me to get in there and fully inspect what exactly I'm looking at. Now, at this time, I usually go through and start replacing fluids. Now, this only has about 3 runs in it, so we should be good all the way around. I check the feel of everything, and everything feels good, so I'm not gonna service those just yet. However, I would recommend if you've ran yours a couple times or you've been in a couple races, you've been in a nasty wreck, I'd go through, I'd service shocks, front, center, and rear diff if you're running a 4-wheel drive, or if you're running a 2-wheel drive, that rear diff, so on and so forth. All the fluids need to be good to go. Make sure all the bearings are lubed if they need lube. Most sealed bearings should be fine, but I'd still double check just in case. Now, with the car upside down, I like to inspect all the bottom chassis hardware and even the stuff on the inside, just to really check for any loose or even damaged hardware. So let's knock that out. All the hardware has been checked and it is good to go. I found 2 screws that happen to be loose, and believe it or not, they were on the bottom of the motor mount, and that's bad. You do not want that to shift, so really glad that we checked that. Now, about the last thing that I inspect are gonna be the hubs, or the hub caps, the hubs, and even the bearings. and especially the CV axles. These ones have a habit of bending, so I like to kind of spin it around, make sure it's not too terrible, and if I can see anything, I'll disassemble it. If I can, bend it back and go from there. Now to really help everything fit in here, we have the body gets placed on the inside, chassis, if I can get it around the arms here, goes on top, strap, oh goodness, if I can get it closed, there we go, goes on top, and we are ready for race day. All right, now I'm gonna take this guy, go load up in the truck. I appreciate you guys coming with me to pack everything up. I know this was a real quick and short video, but just kind of a quick list to run through and maybe help you remember some of the things that you should probably be doing before race day. So I have a race to go lose. I'll catch you guys next time.